Hello everybody, Luis Mist here, and today we are here reviewing the HAVIT KB487L. This is a TKL mechanical keyboard from HAVIT, and it is coming in at around $45 US at the time of recording. So let's get straight into it. Around the packaging, we just see a bit more information about this keyboard. This is a gaming mechanical keyboard, and again, it is a TKL layout, and we have it in the US format. The box is pretty simple. It is just a regular black box and it looks pretty clean. Inside we get our user's manual, the keyboard itself, and a satisfaction paper. So inside the manual we can see that it's pretty simple. It's laid out pretty well. The layout is quite interesting as you do have your number pad included, which honestly I think works really nicely. I really like the layout that these guys had gone for. And honestly, I think that it will work pretty well for most people. In the back, we get the manual in another language. So here are the things that you could do if you like the keyboard, or if you dislike it. You could always contact them in case you need help, and you have an 18-month warranty. If you do like it, you can give them a good review and whatnot. This is the actual keyboard itself. So accessories wise, we do have a pretty nice keycap puller. It is a wire keycap puller and it is not one of the plastic ones, and that's honestly pretty nice to see. And here is the actual keyboard itself. It comes in this nice protective foam, and we do have a really nice braided cable. It is non-detachable, but it is a really nice touch. The keycaps definitely really stick out. It is a nice orange and beige. Here's a quick sound test. Okay, so the sound test was pretty good. There was nothing out of the usual. It is a pretty nice sounding keyboard to be stock. We have our red switches inside. And overall it looks pretty good. But now we will be taking it apart and taking a deeper look on the inside. So this is the actual keycap. Unfortunately, it is just top printed and is not double shot or anything, but that is pretty much the only complaint that I have about this keyboard as of yet. Here is the actual PCB and plate itself. The PCB is pretty simple and it is a non-detachable cable. It is nice to see that it is braided though. I really like that. And the switches are pretty standard, and you do have your steel plate. And this is your case. You have a good amount of screw holes, and it is just a regular plastic case. There's not really much to say. It is a bit hollow, so you could consider adding some tape or some foam, and that will drastically help. This is the little frame with the HAVIT logo. There's not much else to say. So right now we are lubing these stabilizers. And this will be to reduce rattle whenever we press the spacebar. This is an easy mod to do, and you do not have to take apart the entire keyboard to do it. So now we're just putting back the keyboard. It was not that hard to put back, and now we're just putting back the keycaps. Again, I think that this layout is really nice, so I definitely do really like the layout, and I have to give them props for it. It looks really good and could definitely be really useful having that number pad. This is a quick sound test. Having that lube spacebar honestly makes the keyboard so much more whole. I really enjoy how this keyboard sounds with the lube spacebar, and honestly I think that it's really nice. Now let's take a deeper look into this keyboard. This is the HAVIT KB487L. This is a TKL mechanical keyboard with 89 keys and PBT keycaps. This is supposed to have pretty good ergonomics in the sense that you have a really nice shape for your wrist when you end up using the keyboard. Ours is in red switches, and we have our multicolor keycaps. The keycaps are pretty thick and nice. It is nice to see that they are PBT. Again, the only concern that I have is that these are not double shot injection. Instead, they are only printed on top. The thing about this is that sometimes the lettering might rub off after a while, but besides that, I would say that it's pretty nice. I think that this size is honestly pretty nice. It is nice and compact and convenient, and you do not need too many more things. This is definitely a pretty unique layout, as it is not seen too much, but honestly I can definitely get used to it. It is really nice. The spacebar takes really well to lube, and honestly it just makes the keyboard sound so much better. The red switches are pretty good, and they provide a durable 50 million times of keystroke, and honestly they don't sound that bad. They should be pretty good for gaming and typing, and if you wanted to, you could probably lube them and they could probably sound pretty decent. The instruction manual and everything was laid out pretty well, and the keycap holder was pretty nice. And if you do not like these keycaps, you can always exchange them and whatnot. But honestly I think that this keyboard is pretty solid for the price. This keyboard does have pretty good reviews on Amazon, and again, one of the main things that you will have to look carefully about is the fading of the keycaps. So if that is definitely of concern, then I would definitely recommend still getting this keyboard, because I still think that it's pretty good, but you could consider getting some different keycaps that are double shot injection. Besides that, I think that I would definitely give this keyboard a pass. It is pretty nice, the colorway is pretty nice, and I think a good amount of people would definitely like this. The feel is pretty nice, but I would definitely recommend lubing the spacebar. And overall, I am pretty happy with this keyboard. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys did like this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, comment, and consider subscribing. Thank you.